Hello, I'm Sara Landon, and I am so excited to share with you today an exercise that will help you to not only discover your unique values in life, but how they contribute to your life purpose. Are you curious about what your life purpose is and how to live it? Are you wondering if you came here with a predetermined purpose to achieve something or accomplish something or create something? Well, this exercise today will help you to really get clear on your life's purpose and how to live it more fully as you discover your unique values for your life. So, before we begin, I encourage you to take a moment and get a pen and something to write on, some paper, whatever is comfortable for you. If you need to pause this for a moment, feel free to do so and rejoin when you are ready. But go ahead and grab some paper and a pen or pencil or something to write with as part of this exercise here today. Now that you're ready, we can begin. I want to start with just a brief visualization process. If you're one of those people who like visualizations, I think you will enjoy this. If you're one of those people who struggle a bit with visualization, I encourage you to just relax into it, listen to the sound of my voice. There is nothing for you to do but just be in this moment and allow yourself to be guided by my voice. If it feels good to do so, I encourage you to close your eyes. Take some deep breaths as we go on a journey together to discovering your unique life purpose. I want you to imagine that you are going from your head down into your heart. Take some deep breaths as you imagine stepping down, stepping down, stepping down from your head into the area around your heart. You may notice that you feel a little quieter. Things maybe feel a little bit lighter. You might feel an openness or a gentleness. Take a few breaths with the intention of focusing in your heart and bringing your awareness to this present moment. And now, as you sit comfortably in the chair that you are in, I want you to imagine that all around you and sitting in front of you are all the people that you love the most. Imagine that they're sitting here with you in a circle, sitting around you to your side and to the other. And as the circle goes around, your loved ones are sitting in front of you, and you are gazing into their eyes as they are gazing into yours. It can be anyone that you love, a friend, a family member, children, parents. They can be living or having passed on to the other side. Whatever comes to you is perfect. Just imagine yourself surrounded by loved ones, the people you love the most, feeling into the love that you have for them and the love that they have for you. You might notice a specific person or a few specific people, or you may feel surrounded by all the love in your life. Whatever you're experiencing is absolutely perfect. Now, with all of your loved ones there with you, and you feeling a connection to each of them or to them as a collective, I want you to imagine that now, coming into this circle of love, is your fairy godmother or a magic genie or maybe a guardian angel. For the purpose of this, I'll just say, let's call it your fairy godmother. Notice what your fairy godmother looks like. What color is the hair? What color are their clothing? You might even notice what your fairy godmother or magic genie or guardian angel is wearing on their feet. This guardian angel is here for you, standing next to you in the presence of everyone that you love the most. Now, I want you to imagine that your fairy godmother or magic genie says to you, you can give these people that you love any gift, any quality, any characteristic that you most want for them, as in a life of kindness or abundance or love or well-being. As you focus on these people you love the most, whether it's one person in particular or the whole group of people, I want you to think about what characteristics, what qualities you would most like to give to these people that you love. And your fairy godmother or magic genie is granting you the ability to give to these people that you love any characteristic or quality that would make life the best it could possibly be for them. And no matter whatever happens, no one and nothing can ever take away what it is you are giving them here today. As in a life of joy, passion, wisdom. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes and make a list of every quality and characteristic that you would most like to give to these people that you love. Your list can include as many things as you wish, and try to keep it to one descriptive word or characteristic or quality, like peace, like abundance, like harmony. And make a list of as many things as you can think of that you would most like to give to the people that you love. I'm going to share some potential things in just a moment that you may or may not have on your list. You may or may not want to include in your list. Think about it again as giving them a quality or a characteristic like a life of generosity, faith, enthusiasm, compassion, consciousness, adventure, humor, resilience, self-confidence or confidence, self-worth, persistence, passion. Write down all the characteristics and qualities you would most like to give to the people that you love the most. There's no wrong answer. It could be well-being, health, security, abundance, prosperity, determination, loyalty, faith, transformation. When you feel like your list is complete and you have written down everything that you would most like to give as a quality or characteristics to the people that you love the most, now your fairy godmother or your magic genie says that you can give these people that you love one and only one of these characteristics or qualities. So look at your list. If there was one and only one thing that you could give to the people that you love the most, as in a life of, maybe it's love, or a life of peace, or a life of happiness, what is the one thing that you would most like to give to the people that you love the most? Circle that and write number one. The number one thing that you would most like to give to the people that you love. And now your fairy godmother or magic genie says you can give them two of these qualities or characteristics from the list that you have created. Two things, but you have to forego all the rest. Maybe you chose love, for example, and now you have to choose between well-being or abundance. What two things would you most like to give to the people that you love? But you have to forego all the rest. When you have made your choice, you can circle that one and write number two. And your fairy godmother is feeling very generous today and says you can give them three characteristics. As in a life of, for example, love, well-being, and adventure. And when you're ready, you can circle that one and write number three. And again, your magic genie, your fairy godmother is feeling so generous today, and they say you can give them four things, not just three wishes. You get four things that you can give, as in qualities or characteristics, to the people that you love, foregoing all the rest, because you get four and only four. As in a life of love, abundance, adventure, and happiness. But you have to forego all the other things on your list. And when you've made your selection, you can write number four. And take a moment and really make sure that these are the four characteristics or qualities that you would most like to give to the people that you love, that no one and nothing could ever take away from them. So when you have your four, I want you to consider something. In fact, here's the secret of this exercise. These four things that you have chosen to give to the people that you love are your values. These are the things that you value most in life. These four things that you would most like to give to the people you love are the things you most value. Whatever it is, it's perfect. I've done this exercise countless times with countless amounts of people, and it is very rare that two people have the exact same four values, especially in the same order. But these are your values and the things that you value most in life. Your purpose in life is to embody the essence of these things that you most value in life and to be the shining example of these things that you value most in life. This is your purpose, to really embody your values, the essence of these values, to really bring these values to the lives of others. You may even see in the awareness of this exercise that these are often the things that people count on you most for in your life. You might think of your business or work relationships, your spouse or significant other, your kids, your family members, your friends. These are the things that they count on you for. And you might find that they describe you in these ways. You might even notice if you had a value like freedom, that you are really drawn to things like feathers or angel wings. You may notice that if your top value was love, that you like hearts or people buy you things with hearts. If peace was one of your values, you might notice that you have peace symbols on a sweatshirt or a t-shirt, or that you resonate with those types of things that signify what you most value. And you may also be able to see why a relationship did or didn't work out. As you really look at what you value most in life, you may notice that when this value is not present in a situation, that you find yourself incredibly frustrated or limited or even triggered in some way. For example, if your ultimate value is kindness and you so strongly embody the essence of kindness towards other people, towards animals, towards the earth and nature, you may be particularly upset by seeing someone take advantage of an animal or something in nature or another person. You might be incredibly sensitive to anything about bullying. It's interesting because you can also see where people in your life have different values and how that could have affected the success or failure of a relationship, not just romantic, but in a work or business relationship or with parents, family members. You may find that a value or someone who values loyalty and someone who values freedom or truth may interpret those values very differently. You might find that someone who values faith lives with a bit more courage, is more comfortable than someone who may value security in certain situations. It may help you understand why you felt supported in certain work environments and not so much in other ones. Maybe you really value consistency, balance, stability, and you didn't have that in a work environment or a relationship. I often find that people will explain a value like freedom, for example, or harmony, for example, and begin to see how if their life is not supportive of them living the essence of harmony, for example, that they feel very unbalanced in life. You may also experience a much greater awareness of those around you and what they value. A perfect example. I have done this exercise with groups of children, and their values are almost always the same. Now think about it. Are any of these things on your list of values? Children often say play, fun, free time, their family, their pets as the things that they value the most. But they often say what they would most like to give to the people they love is fun, is playfulness, is free time. And yet, oftentimes as adults, we maybe don't think about those things as being a value. I can think of a wonderful friend that I have that I consider an uplifter. And she is always one who wants to have fun and make things fun. When we gather together with friends, she likes to make it really fun. She wants it to be a party with a theme and people dress up. So you begin to see not only your own values and how they contribute to your purpose in life, but you can see other people's values and see how they are living their purpose in their own lives. Again, if you can see this in other people, you realize it's not about you being right and them being wrong, or it's not about them being right and you being wrong. You maybe have different values. And you can be aware that when you really do value something, that the lack of that really begins to affect you. Now, in the past, you might not have known why you feel that way. If compassion is really one of your values, when compassion is lacking, it may really affect you more so than it does other people. This is your purpose. Your purpose is to have this level of awareness of what you value most and to live your values in your life fully, in your careers, in your relationships, with your family, with your friends, from a conscious, intentional, aware place. Now, I really encourage you to not just step away from this special exercise today without taking some time to really evaluate what these particular values mean to you. While I shared that I have done this exercise countless times with people, most everyone has a different set of values, and even if there are similar ones, they're in a different order. And most certainly, when we get into describing what those values mean, most everyone describes them differently. For example, how you may describe love may be very different than how someone else describes love. So I encourage you to write down these values. And if you really feel drawn to 3 values, for example, or 5 values, for example, write down what those are. And then take some time to really define why these particular values mean so much to you and what these particular values mean. So, some examples of that. Love is to see the divine perfection in all things, knowing that everyone and everything is perfect just as they are. Divine love is an infinite stream of God that flows through all things. A definition of kindness might be to live with the knowing that we are all one. What we do to another, whether it be a person, animal, or the earth, we do to ourselves. All things can be accomplished through gentleness, compassion, and grace. Take some time and really expand upon these values of what they mean to you. You might imagine that many people on this path of awakening, personal development, choose self-realization or enlightenment or truth as something that they value. And that can be described differently for each person. An example might be to fulfill your greatest potential through alignment to Source, the divine, to know that you are here to grow and expand yourself and to contribute to the expansion of all things through the fulfillment of your own unique desires. Just some examples that you can play with in your own experience as you really dive into your values and how your values really are your life purpose and how they contribute to your interactions in all areas of your life. If you are new to me, you may not be familiar with channeling or what I experience when I channel, but I would love, as part of this special experience together today with you, to channel a message for you about your purpose. We're going to go ahead and do that as we conclude this special time together today. But before we do, I really encourage you to not just walk away from this experience together today, but to really bring your awareness to these values, to embodying the essence of these values in your life, to really seeing through a new level of awareness how these values are unique to you and play out and affect every area of your life. I know for me, living my purpose has been a driving force in my life for as long as I can remember. I thought it was a particular job or a particular business. I thought it was something that I was supposed to do or accomplish. But now I know it is through my own awareness of the things I value most to live them in my everyday life. And part of my values has always been, how do we live our greatest potential? Living our highest potential, fulfillment, truth. And as part of my awareness of that, I was introduced and opened to a whole new world, which is the wisdom of the council. So I'm going to go ahead and channel a message for you as we conclude this beautiful experience together today and share with you a message from the council. Close your eyes, take this in. If you are new to channeling and you don't fully understand what it is, that's okay. Just listen to the words. If you're quite familiar with channeling and you're not sure how to explain it, it's okay. Just feel for the words, feel for the energy in the words. Take with you what resonates, and just know that you gave yourself a few minutes to connect to your own inner truth, to your own higher self, and to focus the energy of Source into your life in this moment so that you can live your purpose more fully. So, here we go. We are so pleased and delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you on this fine and glorious day indeed. While our words to you are important, this is a vibrational experience of remembering the truth of who you really are and why you are here and all that you intended when you chose this magnificent life experience, because we assure you, your life is meant to be so very good for you. You are your purpose. You already are. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. And you are on a journey to becoming. It is the journey of fully discovering your purpose and living it fully that provides such great meaning and fulfillment to your life. You already are your purpose. You lack for nothing. You need for nothing. You wait for nothing. Nothing is being withheld from you. You are your purpose. And when you consciously, intentionally come into the awareness that you being on earth at this time is the most important thing that you can be doing, and to embody that which you most value, the love, the joy, the peace, the harmony, the freedom, the beauty, the well-being, the abundance, the worthiness that is here and available to you and is inherently your birthright. This journey is about becoming, yet it is about letting go of everything you thought you were supposed to be so that you can truly be all that you are. You cannot get your purpose wrong. You can play small, you can dim your light, you can hold yourself back, but you are still your very purpose here on earth. This is the time that you have chosen to fully embody your highest potential and shine brightly and be all that you are. No more playing small, no more dimming your light, no more holding back. Allow yourself to be all that you are, to live fully and to love fully in every moment of your life. You are here for expansion. You are here to express all that you are, and you are here to choose the experiences that you desire to have for you. And as you allow yourself to expand, to experience, to express yourself fully, and to embody that which you most value, you will find it's so easy to live your purpose, to love your life, and to create your life the way you want it to be. You know what it means to live your best life. And now is that time. Now is that time. And so it is. We are always with you. We are always available to you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, we are complete. Thank you for joining me in discovering your unique values and how they contribute to your life purpose. I hope you enjoyed this experience. I truly invite you to explore even more fully these values. You may find over time that they change and evolve, and you may find that they are very consistent and very clear in your life. I encourage you to revisit this process again from time to time and just tune in whether your own elevation of consciousness and expansion has allowed you to see your purpose differently or express your purpose differently. I have thoroughly enjoyed being here with all of you. Thank you. I wish you all the best and much love. Bye, everybody.